Okay, good morning. Good morning. Okay, I look ridiculous. I just literally woke up. I slept in just a little bit. My alarm went off at 7, and I'm like, So that's why my face looks all poofy, because I just got up, and my voice is all yucky, because I just got up. Because last night, the junk people, now they got served paperwork. They got notice to put on their property to stop doing what they're doing, and that they had 10 days to get rid of the 2 campers, the animal breeding stuff, which they can, and it's a whole thing, because there is a shelter over there full of tires, but it's an animal shelter, like a lean-to, or it's a little, it's like got 4 poles in the roof, okay, and then 3 sides on it. So it's basically just so they can get in the shade and out of the weather. And then there's a horse trailer over there. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vehicles over there, and a tractor. And they have to get rid of all of them in 10 days. Well, last night, these clowns showed up with half of a semi-trailer thing that looks like it used to be a refrigerator truck. A slew, oh wow, look at this. Look at this right here. This is all new hair growth. This is like driving me crazy. But anyway, a slew of, it's very sunny out today. I'm gonna move over here. There we go. Anyway, a slew of, scrap metal, another vehicle, and something else. I don't know, but so they just drove over the notice like they were served. There was a big stake in the ground with a piece of paper taped to it that said, you have 10 days to do this, a city ordinance. Anyway, because we keep complaining about it, because it's like, come on, you guys, this is ridiculous. So anyway, I'm getting ready to water my plants. So anyway, yeah. So me and the neighbor girl that lives over there in that house, we sat outside, and because she was wanting to go to bed, but right there, well, if you can see it all, fake, I don't know, let me zoom in there, can't zoom, okay, hang on a second, let me try something. Okay, that green truck has been there, it was over there more, but all this here is new, and this is all that needs to be removed. Well, her house is right here, and all that shit was going on last night, and they were revving up this box truck, this box pickup, square body pickup truck. They were like, whom, whom, whom. Oh my gosh, she couldn't sleep. So we were outside talking, and I told her, I said, just call the police, Well, after 6 p.m., our city police aren't around. So they had to call in the sheriff come. This guy here, what a waste of time. He was like, I could come over, and I could tell him, tell him to cool it down and quiet down. Oh, don't waste your time. I was like, it's been posted that they're not supposed to be dumping, and they're bringing more shit. And they already got 10 days per the mayor and the city, whatever, to get the shit out of their property. And, oh no, let's bring more trash. And I'm standing out there going, what is wrong with you people? And their windows are down in their car. They could hear me. They heard everything I was saying. I was like, get your shit out of here. What's the matter with you? So hang on a second. I'm going to poke you down right here. While I do my duty here, my stuff. Anyway, check out my sexy legs. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're sexy, all right. What's going on here? Did he turn that off? Yeah, he did. I needed to keep filling that bucket. Anyway. Oh, look, a June bug. You're a little late for the party, dude. Oh, God, it's your head. Anyway. Hang on a second. I'm just going to go over there. Hang on. I don't want to drop you on the ground, but I'm just going to go over here and water those real quick. So anyway, the sheriff came out. Well, like, he wouldn't do anything. He was, well, it's their property. They can do what they want to do. This is between them and the city. It's like, dude, they've already been notified. There is a thing, and they just drove over it with their trucks, by the way. This big old stake in the ground. This big old piece of paper. And he'd be like, I was running it over. Jerk. So anyway, she and I were just livid. Sitting out here with the noise. So he was like, well, what do you want me to? I guess I can come over and tell him to turn it, turn it down, to quiet down. Oh, could you? You think you could do that? You think so? Stutter boy. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but dude, your job is to keep the peace and enforce the fucking law. Excuse my French, but come on. I ain't gonna enforce the law. Hang on a second. This is gonna be kind of a long video, maybe. I'll show you real quick. Okay, so see the sun out here? Woohoo! Okay, so look. Oh, let me zoom out real quick. I don't know what the hell I got going on. There's my cornfield out there, across the street from me. Look at this is my sunflower patch that came on because of my bird feeders. Look at this. Look at the sunflowers coming on, pretties. That one there is going to be a big one. I'm so excited. But yeah, sunflowers. Yeah. And I'm going to turn back around because I was filming yesterday and it shut me off. Anyway, said I only had 10 minutes. This one here don't have a time limit. I don't know why it's different. I think it's because if I'm facing this direction, I don't get a time limit. But I'm going to show you what I'm about to water now. Another hosta. My husband built this retaining wall because some people, when we had come do some work for us, put my handicap ramp in for my husband, drove over the corner of our thing. See where the grass is? This is where a property line is from our driveway. And it used to be a subtle slope up. Well, they came in and drove over all this. So all this over here to the dirt here, that was drop off. They flattened our entire corner. So Randy put this retaining wall here, which is still inside our yard, but it's better than it was. And then we've backfilled it with some sand. So that hosta is actually planted in sand. So we're trying to find out how well that's going to work out. So far, it seems to be okay. It's kind of a little sad and demented, but it's not terrible. So today I'm going to, oh sorry, you're a little close. Today I'm going to split this pot with 2 hostas. That hosta and this other one here that's thriving. This one here is like, you planted me in my new home and I love it. It's right here. And it's under my mailbox. And under my flag. And then those are my, we'll get into that in a minute. I'm so disgusted by Japanese beetles, guys. Japanese beetles. They have eradicated my white petunias. I guess these are petunias. Whatever these flowers are that everybody buys at 4th of July or whatever. Yeah, they've ate up dang near all of them. So, yeah, I'll show you that in a minute because I got to water them anyway. So, back in here. I don't know. Get out of there, Pika. Leave it. Get out. Out. He keeps getting into the... I'll show you. This little rat, skunk butt, he keeps going over here in these ugly ass tiger lilies. Oh, they're ugly. Anyway, the tiger lilies are pretty, but he keeps going in here, and if you notice what that is, y'all, poison ivy. Poison ivy. Get out of there. Shh. Out. Out of there. Come on. Let's go. Get out. Let's go, Pika. Pika, get out. Pika, come on. Let's go. See you later. Sometimes I have to act like I'm... Whoops. Sometimes I have to act like I'm leaving. So he'll come. Bye. See you later. Bye-bye. Because he's a brat. Oh, you don't see him. Bye. See you later. Bye. Butthole. He's a butthole. Anyway. So, the Japanese beetles. That's what I was talking about. Hang on, I gotta fill up this thing and I gotta put you down to do it. Eesh, okay. Oh, and this is for Dana. I don't know if you watch my videos or not, but I'll put you in a second. Hang on, you'll have to wait a minute. Because it's the other bucket. These are so heavy. There we go. But, hang on, I'll show this bucket to you. Dana. I was talking to the other day where I was at the Rural King, and I was saying out west, they have DMBs and stuff. Well, we lived in Idaho for a long time. Lived in Grandview, Idaho for a long time. Raised our kids out there. Graduated high school. They graduated high school from there. Then we moved back to Ohio. Moved to Ohio. Then we moved back and we lived in Mountain Home for some years. So most of our marriage, we lived in Idaho. But anyway, check this out. See? Hang on a second. That's probably bad. How about that? Dun 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 dun. DMB supplies. That's like a Rural King in the east side, or what else is there? Tractor Supply, but it's DMB, and it's got all kinds of stuff there. I love DMB. We loved it, especially. I really liked the one in Nampa. That was my favorite one to go to. It was close enough to my house. It wasn't too ugly of a drive, but you know, when you live in Mountain Home, driving to Boise is not too ugly of a drive. But if you live in this part of the United States, if you drive the amount of time it takes to go from Mountain Home to Boise, why am I carrying this bucket? Why'd you let me do this, guys? I'm carrying a whole freaking bucket. Oh my God, he's so stupid. Where's the dog? Where's he? Oh, he's over there playing in the woodpile. Okay. I don't really want him in there either because poison ivy. He ain't gonna get it, but I do. I just look at that shit and I get it. Okay, that was stupid. Not. Okay. So anyway. La 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 la. But anyway, to drive the distance from Mountain Home to Boise, around here, people kind of squawk at it. Listen, the way of life out in Idaho. The only difference is, around here, they don't know what a proper speed limit is. They're still stuck in the caveman days. I gotta, oh, hang on. Okay, see this used to have white flowers in it. Like that one, but look at, I want to show you what these sumbitches are. Look at that thing. See it? See that bug? It's a Japanese beetle. And this flower is gonna take, where'd it go? Where'd he 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 go? See him down here? See him? Right here. Die, vermin. But anyway, look what it's doing. Look at that. Look what that thing's done to my flowers. There's another one right there. Vermin. Look at them. Look at them. We're killing my flowers. You nasty things. I hate them. Look at them. They're everywhere on here. They're all over my plant. They are killing. This plant was, these were all really nice full flowers. And now they're just dead because of Japanese beetles. It's just killing them. Just killing them. And you know what's sad is some a-hole introduced these trashy beetles to our country, and now they're destroying trees and everything. Oh, they're just awful, 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 awful. I'm still trying to keep my little guy alive as best I can, taking off all the sad and non-useful flowers, removing them so that the new growth can come on. I got one white flower left, guys, on that one, and look at it. That's bird poop on there, but look at the leaves, the flower petals. And I got one left on here. And it's still good. Oh, I got two. There's another one coming on there. But they're going to die because the Japanese beetles, they started on the white ones, and they're now moving on to the other ones. So there's that. So I'm going to water these as best I can. Hang on, I got to grab the end of my bucket here. Here we go. Water as best I can. Keep them living as best I can. Poor things. So disgusted. You know. But they just destroy everything. They do. There's awful, 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 awful bugs. Awful, awful bugs. Awful, awful bugs. I think I should water my flowers here. I don't normally water these guys because they're volunteers. I did not ask them to grow here. But, yeah. So I did some reading, and the mimosa trees, they attract butterflies and hummingbirds. And with the smell, the aroma, the amazing, awesome aroma of a mimosa tree, I can understand why butterflies and everything come to it, because, oh, they smell so good. Oh. Anyway. Neighbors are going to work. Yeah. it's time for the walk around the yard. Because I've got 5. Look at him out there. You see him? I think you can see him. You see the shadow of my chimney? He's at the top of that, laying out in the yard. He never used to go out that far. He was afraid to leave the house. Like, he was afraid to venture away from us. He thought that he was too far from us. But I've got, hang on, I'll show you. Here's my, pasta. And Pika, look what Pika did. He ate one of my leaves. He ate one of my leaves, guys. What a turd dog, right? Sorry. So anyway, I gotta fill this bucket with water. Whoa. It's supposed to get up to like 92 today. Oh, there's a bee on my red, white, and blue flowers. That's okay. I don't care about bees. I have a lot of honeybees, which is a good sign. I got lots of honeybees on my clover in my yard here. I got lots of clover in my yards. In all my yards. And all my grass yards, whatever. Oh, are you kidding me? Mole. Mole. Moles. Anyway. Oh, and last night, we saw a fox. There was a fox here. Yeah. Let me just go there real quick. Anyway, the neighbor girl had a mag light, and she shined the light on the fox. That was kind of cool. And, hang on, gotta put you up again. Is this not the most exciting video ever? Full of action and suspense, drama, and comedy. It's pretty much a multi-genre experience. You know, but I'm here to please you. That's what I do. Give you all the goods. All the goods. Whew, all the good. Look. I know. I'm working on it. I've lost quite a bit. I mean, I'll tell you, for those of you who are new to my channel, well, everybody's new to this channel, but I used to have a channel called Shelleys-sassy-stitches. And, well, oh, forget that. That one's dead and gone now. But, a lot of bad juju. But, anyway, yeah, so I let her back then, and everybody knew that I had lap band surgery back in 2011. And yeah, I mean, some people, I've had a couple of people, you know, well, more than a couple of people say, well, why didn't you just get gastric bypass? And I'm like, well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad I didn't. Because I got lap band surgery, and it put me, I was in it to win it, you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at this. Hang on real quick. Anyway, I was in it to win it. This close to poison ivy. Don't touch it. So anyway, my husband sprayed it too. But anyway, I got lap band surgery, and I was in it to win it. I was following it. I was doing it. I was all in. And then when I got it done, then when the holidays came, okay, people suck. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So people suck. And I went to family gatherings for the holidays. And it was, oh, try this. Okay, all I could eat was 4 ounces of food. Total. Like, all of it. That's all I could eat in solid food. 4 ounces. And, so anyway, after the holidays, my husband had had surgery on his neck. So he was also eating kind of like I was. So that was helpful. However, I'm walking to the other end of my property to water hosta. However, he got better. Like he healed, and then he was able to eat regular food again. And crop duster. So anyway, you might see it. Here it goes. Anyway, he was able to eat food again. And I wasn't. I mean, I was, but I could still only eat 4 ounces of food. So, I'd make a meal, and I'd get my little 4 ounces of food, and he would be able to eat. Oh, he was able to eat solid foods. I was still on liquid, soft food. And anyway, long story short, I felt alienated and ostracized because people would say things instead of just leaving me be and letting me do my thing. They would say things like, "Oh, don't do that because Shelley this, Shelley that, blah blah blah." If you want to say that behind, when I'm not around, like basically behind my back, go ahead. That's fine. But do me a favor, don't say that shit in front of somebody, because that makes them feel like they're weird and strange and something's wrong with them. Well, anyway, so that wore on me and wore on me and wore on me. And like a lot of people, I have baggage in my psyche from things in the past. And when I was in high school, I weighed 145 pounds, and I was 5'10". Pretty much the same I am today, except for I weigh more now. Anyway, and I was in gymnastics, so fit is an understatement. Trim was an understatement. Tone, understatement. Almost zero body fat, understatement. So, but in high school, I was like, "Oh, you're fat, you're fat, you're fat." Well, anyway, it kind of gets in your brain. So I felt I was fat. Let's turn this around. So, hang on one second. I gotta reset these so we can move the hose around and refill them all. Because I'm about to go water my last hosta. So anyway, I got it in my head I was fat. So fast forward to my surgery. Then I was fat. I was pushing close to 400 pounds. Anyway, I was big. So lost weight for the surgery. Had the surgery because I had to get down. I had to get down to 330. So I got down to 330, had the surgery, and then went into the deepest state of depression I've ever have been in since my divorce from my husband, who's the father of my children. That was bad. I had a nervous breakdown from that one. Yeah, so anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and pour the rest of this one over at this other one. So anyway, I couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't live with myself in that aspect. And I'm not a suicidal person at all, so that didn't enter my mind. But I was losing it. I was losing it hardcore. And I couldn't cope with anything. It was having a hard time with it, so I quit the lap band situation. I went into my doctor, and I had went to him a couple times telling him my situation. And basically, this jackass, without actually saying these words, basically told me that I needed to suck it up and follow the regimen, and that I was just not, I was basically a quitter. Basically, is what he was basically saying. So anyway, that was fun. So, anyway, had the depression. Went in there and told him, said, take the fill out. I need to take a break from this. So, went in, took out the fill. I still have the band in me. However, thought I heard a snake. However, now, I get reminded every meal that I have this thing, because my food, just like whenever I had the fill in, because it's still restricting my stomach, but not like big time. And if anybody's got lap band that's listening to this, they know what I'm talking about. There's still some restriction, but it's very limited restriction. But it's enough that my food gets still stuck. And so I have to eat really slow. But I've also been programmed since school to eat fast. And man, that is the worst. That's the worst thing to break. Is trying to eat fast. Slow down if you're eating fast. Because in school, and then when you go to work, you only got so much time for lunch break or whatever. My knees are still hurting from, I've been walking 3 miles every other day. And it's killing me. I'm going to sit down and rest for a second. And then I'm going to go inside and get my tea with the vinegar, apple cider vinegar in it. Get my tea with apple cider vinegar in it. And then I'm going to, I don't know whether I want to spin wool today or crochet. I might crochet. I need to get on that crocheting, because that blanket has to be done. I can spin anytime. So anyway, plus I want to wait till I get a nitty naughty. And Randy's going to make me one. Don't want to get off subject. So anyway, so had the fill taken out, and then as soon as I started leveling up mentally, I had gained some of the weight back, but not a lot of it. And I'm like, okay. Well, then we moved to Idaho. And I don't care what anybody says. I joined Weight Watchers. Now, before I had lap band, I had joined Weight Watchers and I lost weight. But we financially couldn't keep me on Weight Watchers because at the time we were raising 4 boys on one income, because having a stay-at-home mom for teenagers is vital. A stay-at-home parent, in our opinion, it's vital. When your children are young, little, and they're not so much influenced by others, it's okay to meet us. It's okay that's great, if both parents work. But once they hit a certain, what is that bug, certain age, then there really should be a parental figure or an adult figure of trust that you trust, family member, to be there for them. Because they're going to come home, especially in this day and age with the technology and the social media and all the cancel culture bullshit. They come home from school, and if they're even like me, a little different, and being called fat and ugly and I smelled and all these ignorant things, they have somebody to talk to when they get home. They're not walking in the door to loneliness and just go into their phone and reading social media. And I'm a big believer that you should limit your children on electronics, especially social media stuff, once they get home from school. Like, they can have a little bit of time, But, I mean, literally, they should have that stuff taken away from them, especially at bedtime. Like, at dinner time and beyond, they shouldn't have it. Like, when they first get home from school, maybe a little bit after some interaction with their parent. But once you sit down for dinner, and I know a lot of people don't do family dinners anymore. What in the heck? Sorry, I'm watching people slow rolling this place. We have squatters that scout the area if they're homeless to see if there's someplace they can take over. But anyway, I believe that they should do that. Have a limitation, because these kids get on here and they're like, did you see what so-and-so said about so-and-so and all that stuff? And that's just evil, crappy stuff. But anyway. So anyway, I joined Weight Watchers, and again, and I lost more weight. Oh, look at my tan line. I lost more weight on Weight Watchers than the lap band, and in the same time frame. I mean, I did lose weight on lap band, but given the situation where, one, I was restricted from food, basically starved, because 4 ounces of food, really, and I had to take some vitamin supplements and crap. That's not healthy for you. I know there's people out there that have to have that stuff done, and great if that were, I understand that. And I'm sorry that they had to have that done. But there's some people out there that are falsely guided into this stuff, and it's sad because it can be extremely depressing, and it can cause people to be suicidal. And I can see why. But anyway, because food is vital for you to live. And so you have to take a whole nother mindset to it. But anyway, so I joined Weight Watchers, and I had this amount of time I was on the lap band, and I had the same amount of time that I was on Weight Watchers. And comparing the two, I lost more weight, better on Weight Watchers than I did with the lap band. Because the lap band starved me, and the Weight Watchers taught me how to eat properly. Lap band doesn't teach you how to eat properly at all. In fact, when you get depressed and you have an eating problem where you eat out of emotion, you can cheat. You can cheat on both diets, but you can really cheat on the lap band, because solid foods, you eat 4 ounces. But if you make a milkshake, you can eat them a lot, or ice cream, or anything like that. But anyway, lap band's different than bypass, so I'm not going to talk about bypass because I don't know nothing about it. I just know it's a surgery that I didn't want to do. I wanted something that was reversible for sure. So anyway, moving forward, so went to Weight Watchers, and I started doing We Fit. I know people don't think that's funny, but We Fit, awesome, loved it. And between We Fit, going for walks, then riding my bike, once I lost more weight and got better, and then hiking and stuff like that, we went camping, so I lost so much weight. You guys, my pants were so big, when I lost all the weight I lost, I could put both legs in one pant leg of my jeans that I was wearing when I weighed in for the first day at Weight Watchers. I lost a lot of weight. I've gained a lot of it back, but I'm not where I was. I was down in the 200s. I was really close to, let's see, I was at I was down to where I only needed to lose 100 pounds. So I was down to 280, 290, between 280 and 290. And then I had to move. Well, I didn't have to move. We moved here. And then I was looking for a Weight Watchers place here. Well, actually, Weight Watchers changed their structure again. And they do it every year, FYI. So they changed their structure, and and it didn't jive with me, so I wanted to continue my other way, but they weren't supporting that in our meetings, and it really irked me. It pissed me off, I'm just going to say it, and it pissed off a lot of people, and there was a shitload of people that just walked away from it. They left, quit going. But when I moved here, I looked for meetings because I thought, you know what, I'm going to try starting it again. Because I still was in Weight Watchers, but I wasn't going to the meeting. Well then, so I moved here, and then the Sweet and Sour Sniffles decided to show its face, and everything shut down. And to this day, there's no meetings. So it's like, and I need the meetings, you guys. I need the meetings. I need to be, it's like AA or narcotics or NA. It is. It's like going to those. Oh, sorry, the red-tailed hawks are hunting right over here. Oh my gosh. Oops, sorry. He's in my yard. He's hunting in my yard. Let me so I can zoom in on him. He's right there by the fence post. See him moving? He's hunting. Oh, he's right in the middle of my screen. I know it's a very, very bad zoom, but he's hopping around. He might fly. He's hopping around trying to get ground moles. There he goes. Wow, guys. Where'd he go? He's up on my fence. Isn't that the coolest thing? It is so cool to live here. I'm sorry. I love it. It's great. I mean, I loved Idaho when I lived. Man, if I could have stayed in Grandview and found a place out in Grandview, oh, that'd have been amazing. Because we had everything. We had people's cows coming through our yard because we lived in open range, and we lived in the birds of prey sanctuary everywhere. So we saw eagles and hawks and all kinds of birds of prey. And we had wolves go through our property, and coyotes, and there was badgers. I mean, it was crazy. We saw all kinds of stuff. But anyway, so on the Weight Watchers, I came here, didn't, because Sweet and Sour stuff, I need the meetings, because the meetings are great. Now, I joined Noom, and I just canceled Noom. I gave Noom 6 months, 7 months. Of trial. And no, I'm going to tell you right now, here's my opinion of it. Your counselors or your guides or whatever they are, they say it's your coach, your coach. They don't exist. They're not real. It's canned stuff. It's just canned responses. I honestly believe this, and this is how I believe this, and this is why. Because I typed up a thing that I typed up a big long-ass paragraph to this coach of mine because they said, you have any concerns or whatever about what's going on with you, let us know. We'll walk you through it. We'll help you through it. Okay. Well, and remember, they say it's psychological. So be prepared, because literally every question you ask, they're going to ask you a question. Their answer is going to be another question, because you'll ask them, hey, what are some ideas you have for this? And they'll go, what ideas do you have for that? Okay, screw you. Quit psychoanalyzing me. I already know how to eat. I went through Weight Watchers. I know what foods I'm supposed to be eating, and I've had nutritional classes because I had lap band surgery, so I had to go through all that. I've been there. Jeez Louise, I've been there. I've been on diet medications, and I've had to go to nutritionists for that too. And nutritionists, no offense to nutritionists, but it needs a revamp, because it's old school. Like the food pyramid, give me a freaking break. It does not work like that, especially in today's world with all the growth hormones and all the other bullshit they put in your food. But anyway, you need to teach people how to cook food from the raw. This is vitally important. You need to be eating your food, and you need to be eating the right food. And a snack bar is not going to get you there. A protein bar is not going to get you there. A protein shake is not going to get you there. But that's irrelevant, because it's full of junk, trash, no lean cuisines, no prepackaged foods. All that crap is garbage. It's just trash. It's poisoning you. So anyway, I wrote up that long ass paragraph to the Noom coach, and her response to me was that she didn't like break it down of my situation. She literally responded back to me one big question. So, thank you for all your input, and I will keep that in our, I'll keep that in mind when speaking with you about other things to help you set your goals. And what do you think would be a good way to, do you think would be a good way to start? Like I told her I was having issues drinking water, keeping water in. So it's like, do you have any tips, tricks, or ideas of little tricklet things that you might think would be cool to, incorporate in my life to get me to drink water? And she's like, well, what kind of ideas do you think? Where can we start? What do you think we can start with? Do you think drinking water is a good place to start? And what do you think is a good idea to get you motivated to drinking water? Are you effing kidding me? Like, I literally poured out my soul to you, and this is my response. And then they take that information and they put it into this thing. This is my opinion. They put it into this algorithm thing or something. And then every time they respond to you, it's like very vague and very whatever. And then your coaches are constantly going on vacation. And then if you don't talk to them all the time, then they switch you to a new coach. Well, this coach, she's no longer, so they handed me to, my name is some kind of Pooji or whatever, just odd ass names, and I'm going to be your coach for the, I don't want you. And then they go, you want to be a part of groups. So I joined the group chat thing, message board thing. Oh, yeah, that's stupid too, because you know what all that is? Clicky, clicky, click. It's like, oh, look at me, I lost all this weight, and blah, 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 blah. And then if you go, oh, wow, that's really cool, I'm struggling with this, and they're like, you'll get there. You'll get there. It's like, that's it. That's what I get. Like, this is supposed to be a support group. We're supposed to be supporting each other. Like, I'll go there and be like, hey, has anybody got any cool little tricks they use to, well, this is another one. Anybody got any cool tricks to use to drink water? That's, like I said, I have a lot of trouble drinking water. I can drink tea and all that stuff, but even that, I don't always feel thirsty. Like right now, I know I'm thirsty, but I'm not, I have nothing to drink because I'll just work through it. So anyway, but I post on the group chat, hey, anybody got any ideas, little tricks or something to trick you into just constantly drinking water, like give you a thing that gets you into motivated to drink the water, to help you make a habit of drinking the water? And they're like, well, you need to drink water. Or you're like, oh, it's really easy for me. I just get this jug thing and it tells me how much water, I fill it, and it's the amount of water I need to drink a day. And I just drink that. I make sure I drink all that in a day. Well, no shit. I can do that. I have that. What I'm saying is, what can you do to get you going to want to do it? Because, unless I'm dying of thirst, I'm not drinking anything. And then my doofy butt, if I get to the point where I'm dying of thirst, I guzzle it. And that's not healthy either. And I know you're not supposed to drink like ice cold water, but I don't like lukewarm water. I can't stand tepid water. Ugh, I don't like it. So there you go with that. But anyway. But yeah, so Noom is basically a joke. It's not helpful at all. Not helpful at all. And you can't, like, if you did exercise on Monday and then it's Tuesday and you're so exhausted at the end of the day and then you didn't log it, and then you go to bed and you wake up, oh crap, I forgot to log my exercise from yesterday. So you go in there and you go to the day before, and you log it in. They put it on the day current. And then I contacted my coach, and they were like, oh, don't worry about it, it's fine. No, it's not okay, because that goes a part of my... They pay attention to what foods you log in and eat and what exercise you do per day, so they can adjust your lesson accordingly. Oh, so anyway, I messed up. I go, I want out. I want a full refund. They refunded me all my money, and I'm out of there. Praise the Lord. There went $200 I got back. So anyway, so now I'm back to this again. And I'm back to, I'm going to have to cook my meals. My only problem is it's summertime. And you see how I just did all that? Okay, I'm in no mood to go in there and cook a breakfast. I'm just not going to have to. Or I just won't eat breakfast. I know that's not good for me either. Especially in my situation. I'm hypoglycemic, so I truly should eat small meals a day. But and I'm trying to get motivated to exercise. I mean, when I lost the weight with Weight Watchers and I was doing the Wii Fit and all that stuff like that, I started to be able to jog, and running is not my thing, but I was able to and not get out of breath. Like I could jog around a city block, and not get out of breath. I was so proud of myself. So happy. And then Weight Watchers, and then the sweet and sour sniffles, and it's just yuck. And then after the sweet and sour stuff, everybody became complete assholes, and everybody went insane. I think this sweet and sour sniffle thing has ruined the world, like mentally. Everybody's went cock-a-doodle freaking retard. Excuse me for using the word retard, but their brains have been retarded, like dumbed down completely. And I don't mean this in a derogatory sense. It's like everybody has lost their friggin' minds. Like, people don't know how to associate with people anymore. People don't know how to deal with people anymore. Everybody's so bent out of shape, and the first thing they do is look at you like you're some kind of a freaking psycho because you're not wearing a mask, still to this day. And it's like, and they're still trying to hold on to this thing. They're like, we're still in this. Shut up. Shut up. Just stop. And I don't care what you do in your life. I don't care who you're bedding down with in the evening. I don't care what you think you are or what you don't think you are. And I don't care. I mean, all right. I don't care what your pronouns are. I don't. You don't need to know mine. And I'm not going to tell you, ever. I'm not going to tell you what I identify as. I'm not going to do nothing. None of that shit. Because why? It's none your business. That's why. And I'm sorry if I'm out in public and I go, excuse me, sir, and you look like a dude. And I say, excuse me, sir. Don't turn around and get all snappy, snap, snippety with me. Don't do it. Do I look like somebody you know? Do I look like somebody I know? Do I know you? Apparently not. Because if I knew you, then I would just say your name. You know, like if the dude's name's Bill, and I walked up and I said, excuse me, sir. Or I wouldn't say sir. I'd be like, hey, Bill, what's up? That's how that would happen. Yo, Bill, what are you doing? You know, or and I don't know, if you're a chick and you want to call yourself Bill, I'll be like, yo, Bill, what's up? Because your name is whatever your name is. But don't even get me started with any of that other bullshit, because it's not going to happen with me. I'm not going to do it. And if you try to do that stuff with me, I'm going to tell you straight up, do not do it. Don't. Please just don't. Because it's just, let's respect each other's, moral, even meet you in the middle ground, please. Don't try to upsell me. I won't try to upsell you. Don't try to downplay me. I won't try to downplay you. Please don't do that to me. I'm not going to do that to you. Because literally, I don't give a rat's ass what you do with your life. That's you. And until you start paying my bills and mowing my lawn, watering my plants, and taking care of all my stuff that I need, until you start doing that, you don't have a say in my life. And until I start doing that for you, I don't have a say in yours. And I don't want to. I don't want to be the guide of your life. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, Mama. Oh, my goodness. Hi, baby man. Hi. He's like, you haven't said hi to me today, Mom. How you haven't said hi to me this morning, Mommy? Oh, I know. He's got this fascination with licking my eyeballs, and I don't like it. Say hi to everybody. Okay, lick the table. There you go. You're a good puppy. He's a good puppy. He's a good man. He went with us to the fireworks. My family's fireworks thing yesterday. And he got to meet my cousin's kids and my cousins. Some of them. 2 of them. And their kids. I got another one. Their sister. I have 3 sisters. in that family. In that side of my family. And then I got 2 more cousins on another. I got 3 more cousins on the other side of on another part of my family, and then I've got 1 more in another, and I got 3 more in another. So my immediate, I've got 3, 6, 9, 10. Who am I missing? 13. I have 13 cousins. 15 cousins. Because 2 of them were my uncle got divorced, and then he just shit-canned his kids. Don't even get me started. That's awful. I could never do it. I could never walk away from my children. Like, divorce or not. Those are my kids. I would never do that. But he did, because, that's what he did. Not my trauma, though. Not my situation. Whatever. Just don't get it. But anyway, back to my thing. So, yeah. We can all get along. And I get along with everybody. I don't care what you, like I said, because I don't care what you do. I don't care what you believe in. Like, I don't care who you voted for. I don't care whether you like to put your toilet paper front first or back. I don't care if you want it to look like a mullet or bangs. I don't care. I don't care. I put my toilet paper on however I pick it up. I put it on the roll. Sometimes I'm lazy how I just put it on the counter. Because it's harder to pick it off the roll behind my toilet than it is to put it on the counter. Anyway, I don't care. I don't care if you have. I don't care. I don't. All I care about is we can laugh about stuff, and we can have a good time with each other, and we can comfort each other in sorrow, and we can uplift each other and uplift each other when you need support. And that's all I care about. I don't care about anything else, because none of that stuff really matters. If you come to me and you're upset, like, I may not agree with your lifestyle, but if something in your lifestyle is upsetting you and you need somebody to talk to, I can talk to you about that. But don't expect me to accept it, but I can help you through it. Like, I can help, because mental and emotional stuff and sadness and happiness and stuff like that, that's all the same. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, this off could make me super happy, and you may not like it. You may be like, oh God, why are you using chemicals on your body? Okay, it's not about you and your whether you like chemicals or not. And you could say, have you tried this? And that's fine. But if I don't want to, don't get all indignant with me because I don't like it. And I'm not going to get on indignant with you because you don't like it. You know what I mean? I don't like natural stuff. It doesn't work for me. I already know this, but I'm just saying. But if you don't like off because you like to use natural stuff like lemongrass or whatever, that's great, and you can do that. And I'm not going to judge you for it. But don't get pissy with me because I'm not. Like, don't act like I'm killing the earth because I'm not going to use it. And I won't get pissy with you for using my lemongrass to put on your body to keep the mosquitoes away. I'm just saying. It's like, it doesn't matter. Because you know what? We're all still people. We all have to breathe oxygen. We all bleed the same. But, but please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Because I can't do it anymore. I literally have been beaten and bludgeoned mentally and emotionally and verbally, not physically, by people over their belief systems, and only because I don't agree with them. Literally. Like, I'm not telling them to live the way I want them to live. I don't care how they live. It's kind of like what most Christians say. It's between you and God. It's not my place. I got enough stuff. I got enough dirty porch to clean. I don't need to clean yours. I don't want to clean yours. And you don't pay me enough. But, so, you know, just because my Christian beliefs are that this is how this is. Man, I'm an hour into this piece of shit video. Anyway, because of my Christian beliefs, it's like instantly, because I tell somebody I'm a Christian, instantly I'm the worst person that walks the face of the earth. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate being considered the worst person on the face of the earth. And I have been called that multiple times. And it isn't even because of anything I've said. I just said, oh, I don't, you know, like what's your opinion on this? I don't agree with it. Why? Well, I'm Christian. Well, you're a bigot. You're a this. You're a that. No, I'm not. I don't agree with it. I'm not a bigot. I'm not a phobic. I am phobic. I'm claustrophobic, and that's about it. That's the only phobic I have. But no, I mean, I'm a Christian. I love everybody. Unless you know, I love everybody. I don't like everybody. And unless you give me a reason not to like you, I'll like you. But once you give me a reason not to like you, I don't like you anymore. But that doesn't mean I don't love you anymore. It doesn't mean I don't pray for you anymore. I still pray for many people, and I worry about many people, especially people that I got really close to, and then found out that they're just, ouch, scary. And so I was like, you know, and they're not my life anymore, but I still care about them because I worry about them, because inside them, I know there's somebody in there that's, you know, that does give a shit, you know what I mean? More than about themselves. They do care about others, but more about them, but less about themselves, but they just can't get over themselves because they're like stuck in what they can do for themselves. Very selfish. Anyway, so I don't know if I made any sense. I probably offended like everybody, but I can't help it anymore. I'm not trying to be offensive by any means whatsoever, because I don't know how to explain it any other way. Like I say, I don't care, and people go, oh, you don't care. No, I literally don't care. Like I care. I care about you very, very much, but I don't care what clothes you wear or what you want to do in your privacy of your home, and I don't care what your lifestyle is in the privacy of your home. Or whatever in your life, and we're on YouTube, so you're not here with me. Usually we friend people of like-minded thoughts, you know. I mean, I have friends of all different everything, so it's like whatever. But I'm not friends with him for those reasons. Like your choice of clothing per se or whatever is not why I chose you as to be a friend or let you in my life. And I'm gonna get emotional. Anyway, because I care, but the part of me that don't care is the part that's like, if you have your thing, that's your thing. And you shouldn't have nobody should have to validate you. You shouldn't have to need to be validated. For, you know, like if there's people out there that believe they're cats, okay, if you truly believe you're a cat, you don't need me to validate you. So stop making me try to validate. Stop trying to make me validate you. If you love yourself the way you are, you don't need anybody's validation. If you want to be whatever it is you want to be, you don't need anybody's validation. Don't go looking for people's validation, because there's people out there that are not going to agree with you. And that's going to devastate you. You can find 500 people that validate you. One person cannot validate you, and that ruins your life. Do you get me? Because you're allowing yourself to be that volatile. Stop it. You need to love yourself. Look at yourself. Love you. You love you. I already love you. Not because of what you think you are, or what clothes you wear, or how fat you are, or how skinny you are, or how much money you make, or how much money you don't, or how many plants you have, or whether you hit me with a fly swatter, or whatever, or you groom dogs, or you don't groom dogs, or whatever you do. That isn't why I love you. I love you because you make me happy with talking to me and interacting with me. And none of that stuff that you have in your mindset, like whether what you think you, or what you feel you are, or what you may think you are, or not may think you are, or who you're attracted to, or what you want to be, or what you don't want to be, or whatever, or what your pronouns are, which don't even get me started. Anyway, all that stuff like that, that is irrelevant, because that all pertains to just you in here. If somebody says, like, if you say that you're a whatever pronoun and somebody mispronouns you or whatever, just let it go. For the love of Christmas, quit making other people validate you. Just be like, don't even correct them, okay? Just move forward, because most people in this world, they don't get it. And you have to get this. It changes all the time, so we never know. And it's like, just leave it alone, because how often do we use pronouns anyway whenever we're talking about somebody? You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I don't understand, though, is, okay, like, I'm not going to get into it, forget it. Because there's a lot of things I don't understand, and I really don't want to. It confuses the shit out of me, and I'm like, whatever, I give up. So anyway, I don't know what's driving down my road right now. It sounds like a semi-truck. It's a dump truck. Oh, it's Mullen's Supply in a big old dump truck. What's he hauling? Dirt? Oh, bring that over here, man. I wonder where he's gonna dump it. Not here. Oh well. So now that I'm an hour and 7 minutes in, and I've offended everybody in God's universe, and YouTube's probably gonna go, oh my God, this psychotic, crazy person, she's so weird. We need to get her off here because she's phobic and everything else. And I'm not. I'm just not. Whatever. I'm confused by a lot of things, but whatever. I'm confused by my own life. I can't even worry about y'all's life, because I got enough problems with mine. I mean, look at me. I got a tan line on my nose. That make you nauseous? I wish I could take my glasses off, and I miss not having to wear glasses. But everything's blurry. Anyway. So I'm going to get off here. Look at this. Yeah, I got enough problems. I got 99 problems, and yours ain't one of them. But anyway, I'm going to get off here, guys, because I got to go get me something. I don't know what time it is, but I need to get me something to eat. And they take my allergy pills. Oh, and I got my allergy shots on Tuesday, and right here, you can see where I got one right there. It's all swollen in a knot. And I got one over here, too. Where's it? Oh, it's right here. See that red spot? It gets all knotty. Ow. It'll be like that for a couple days, because they inject you with what you're allergic to. Like, mega dose of it. Right, Pika? They do, Skunky Bud. Skunky Bud. He's so sweet. Anyway, I'm going to get off here, guys. Take care. God bless. Be kind to one another. And, hey, you know what? Love yourself, man. Who cares what other people think? I mean, it's important. But the people that really care about you, that's the only people that matter. Your people in your little nucleus. And be careful of the people in your nucleus, because they could be guiding you in the wrong place, too. So really pay attention to your peeps. Know your peeps. Sometimes it's better to find your faith in something that's important to you and stick with it. And I'm going to say God, because I'm a Christian. So usually God's the best thing, and Jesus is amazing, and he's done some amazing things. In fact, I know something that just happened yesterday to my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, and that was God. Jesus took the wheel for real, and I'm not talking about an accident or anything like that. It's just timing stuff. They probably avoided something that was very bad, and but they're fine now, so it's all good. And there was no bad stuff anyway. It was just timing. Like I said, they took a wrong turn, and just the current of the turn was weird. Like they never did that before, but the chain of events lets me know that Jesus had taken the wheel, and that was God, man. I'm telling you, amazing, amazing person. And if you really give him a chance, and you know, because he never leaves you. He may not give you everything you feel like you need, but there's a reason for that. You'll always find out. But anyway, I gotta get back to this blanket too, because God geared me to make that blanket, so I need to get that done. And I've been doing what some people said is pray on it as I do it. So it's filling it with blessings for my daughter-in-law, and I'm going to get emotional because my son's getting deployed. Anyway, so you guys take care, God bless, and be kind to one another, y'all, because we all we got. So thank you for watching me, guys, and you take care.